What's the matter? You missed that? It's okay, I can do it again.
Stop it, Reinhardt! Stop it!
Come on!
The most pretentious man in Marvel is none other than Blade. After he took over the Vampire Squad, he immediately warned Ryan. The detonator on his head can easily control his movements. They came to the base.
Now you got an explosive device stuck to the back of your hand.
Just to see this newly invented weapon. This device is used to kill vampires. Once equipped, it releases ultraviolet light after 5 seconds. If combined with enough explosives, it can even be fatal. For vampires, it's like dropping a nuclear bomb. After the countdown ended, a beam of ultraviolet light shot into the sewer. All the nearby Reapers were burned to ashes, but one of them, Nissa, was too close. She was hit and fell to the ground with serious injuries. Just as Blade was treating his wounds, Ryan appeared from behind and knocked him out with an electric shock weapon. When Blade woke up, he was surrounded by vampires. It turns out that the Grim Reaper did not appear out of thin air. The vampire leader has been experimenting with their genes. He wanted to evolve their race and eliminate their weaknesses. His son Nomak was the first to succeed, but the result was a monster that feeds on vampires and humans. Now, they want to perfect the next generation with Blade's unique blood. Brad acted quickly and pulled out the detonator. He pressed the button, but nothing happened. Ryan's device did not explode. Brad then realized that he had been deceived. Technician Scudder was an undercover agent. He had been dealing with vampires from the beginning, but Brad saw through him from day one. Brad worked with him and installed a backup detonator. This time, he pressed the button. Scudder exploded on the spot.
I was just starting to like him.
Even so, Brad could not escape. They tied him to a machine. Dozens of needles pierced his body and drained his blood. Just when everything seemed hopeless, Nomak attacked the base. In the chaos, Whistler sneaks in to rescue Blade. Ryan tries to stop them. Blade is shot several times. He falls in a pool of blood and barely escapes. But once in the pool, he absorbs the blood. Seconds later, he returns with a will for revenge. Ryan thinks he can fight back. Blade doesn't hesitate.
Can you blush?
A single fatal blow ends the fight. Ryan dies in the battle. Meanwhile, Nomak faces his father. The old vampire offers him a deal. He is willing to cure Nomak of his disease if they can rule together. But Nomak loses his mind. He attacks his father, draining his blood. Then he attacks Nissa again. Just then, Blade appears again. Blade attacks fiercely. Nomak shrugs. They fight again and again. After a fierce battle, Blade was exhausted. Nomak grabbed him, ready to end it all. But Blade remembered his weakness. He drew his broken sword and pierced Nomak's ribs through his heart. Nomak stepped back and collapsed. Blade found Nissa dying. She had lost too much blood. She asked to see the sunrise. Blade carried her outside. Moments later, she was reduced to ash. Blade stood there, staring into the light. The battle was not over, but today he won.